Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpicks.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
So let's get it started with the Knicks and the Heat. Mindy, all right, they're ready to go here with this one. The Knicks are favored at home by 4. And game 1 in this series, again, you don't have to make a series pick if you don't want. You can if you like it. But the Knicks are favored to win in game 1 at home. Total 208 now. And call it 5. It's 5, Mindy. This is I had this graphic ready to roll. It didn't go up in the last hour. I just have had the playoff ones up there. So 5 and 208 is what we're looking at today in game 1.
All right. Well, I mean, the Knicks held the Cavaliers to 40% shooting from the floor, 32% from the three-point range. I think the Knicks here are going to be able to control the pace. I kind of like their size. I think this might turn into a little bit of a grind here for the Heat defensively. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Knicks here at home at -5 here to win and cover today.
Yeah, I guess if anything, I wish it was 4 because we're laying 5 points here. You see, let's see who said 4. Burley said 4.5. Is there some 4.5 still out there? There might be.
What it looks like on our site. Let me check.
Now, DK has 4.5, so that's a pretty big deal because a lot of people have access to that book. I do not. But I think that is significant there. That a major 4.5 still available in this one. So we'll lay 5 though, Mindy. We'll challenge ourselves.
Tony's site is 5 for sure.
Okay, and we'll take 5 points. We'll lay 5 points here with the Knicks against the Heat in game 1. How do you guys think it's going to go? You guys can make series predictions too if you'd like. And I don't know, Mindy, we're on the next game 1. Maybe that does put us a little bit shading towards the Knicks to win the series. Here's Thomas. This is going to be the Knicks today. Thomas, I know it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek there. But, hey, if anybody is, having any difficulty right now, our winning roster is pretty deep right now. And as long as you're able to step up your game a little bit, I think you could trust some professional handicappers out there. That's the way I feel about it. I look at it as straightforward as possible and understand the stigmas of the handicap. And I'm not saying you're not being totally serious, but you're a valuable member of our community. So I will address that as a serious comment. Here's Joel here. Nixon over. Edwards says over and the Knicks. Everyone, oh boy. Looks like a lot of Knicks support, except for Scotch. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Got to take the Heat. They played well, and they certainly did. Let's not ignore that, Mindy, factor right now that the Heat did come up with, a huge series upset. Like I said, I really thought that Spoelstra kind of ran. Look, Butler was awesome, all that, but I thought the coaching job was pretty outstanding, and a lot of it had, a lot of matchups going on. So remember, Julius Randle is questionable today. I think he'll probably play. Bam's probable. So Hero's still out. Oladipo's still out. Does that make a little bit of a difference? Because you think about, right? You think about Milwaukee's guard play, and now you think about maybe the Knicks guard play, maybe a little bit, maybe better at that position than the Bucks. Maybe that was their weakness in that matchup. Because otherwise, why? I mean, the Heat was the one that had those injuries late, right? All right. Let's see here. Oh, Thurman's ready for a little 2-pack there. And Michael Thompson, here -5. Thomas does say Knicks and over. We do want Randall in there. I don't think there's any. I'd be leaning towards playing. All right, and Jerome Taylor also on the Heat. So yeah, going to be some Heat support. It was an awesome series. So, but Mindy and I, let's open up with the Knicks -5 here, Mindy, in the first one, because I see some other comments coming in about the second game, and I know everybody wants to talk about that.
That's right.
Exciting series there, Eastern Conference semifinals. And the other Titanic matchup, of course, will start with the Celtics and the Sixers. But first, back to the Western Conference. It's Game 7. And, well, the crowd's going to be pretty into this. Still got to, talk about the fact. I thought it was interesting yesterday, Mindy, and I didn't even realize this. Sacramento they're back home, obviously. We know the Warriors have the road woes. But Sacramento, they said, was the best road team in the Western Conference this
really?
season. So I'm not saying that's why they went in and beat the Warriors. But again, for the Warriors who were so awesome, and then all the little bit of, they got blown out, really, they got blown out on their home floor. And all of a sudden, Jordan Poole, he's played poorly. He's not shaking hands with Draymond. Curry's trying to talk to Poole. Looks like a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, I think this, we kind of talk about sometimes maybe we try to be too cute or whatever. And I think that's, kind of how I look at it. I'm going to go back to the basics here. This Warriors team, they stink on the road, right? I think this is what it's going to come down to. We talked about it all year long. You can't win any sort of championship if you can't win on the road. They're still 11-30 on the road this season. I can't get over that. I tried to come in on this Warriors team, even though they have all this championship experience. I just kind of feel like I can't side with that team that struggles so much here on the road. I'm going to take the Kings at home to get the victory here.
It has to weigh something, right? Yes, they obviously can turn it on, championship mode. They're still going to play their game. They're going to be firing, if you will. They may end up, hit 50% from three or something, right? Yeah. Sacramento may be having a up the tempo defensively closeout type of situation, whatever the case may be. You got to give the Warriors every chance, but I just feel like Game 7, hostile crowd. Sacramento hasn't done anything in centuries, if you will. Look, I think I was both sides and totals. These are big games. Even the Game 1, it's a premium for me with the Knicks with you. This is a premium with the Kings. I want the Kings here. And like I said, for me, I'm not saying that. I just saw that little exchange where, Poole did not shake Green's hand. Curry has to go over and talk to him. Curry looks disappointed in the whole. It looks like it's. Well, that doesn't mean they can't go out and win one game and pull this off in advance, and maybe that's all they need. But I'm going to be on the Kings. So is Jerome. Butterscotch says the under here. Pretty high total. It's Game 7. It is Warriors Kings. We get that. Fox is unbelievable, isn't he? And Thomas on the Kings. I'm going to scroll back a little bit. James Edward here. Joel Costa. So we did have some earlier comments on the Kings and Warriors. We're on them. Light the beam, says Jerome. Neil's here today. Verley looks like the Kings. Brent on Kings. And Joel's got a prop. We're on a Mindy.
All right.
If you didn't, I'm doing it. I'm taking the Kings. I think, oh, wow. That'd be exciting.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Tehran. Yep. That was just a woeful performance at home. That has to be disturbing a little bit. When you can close them out, you work so hard to get that one advantage, that one game at home, and now you have to go back to Sacramento where they're, you know, they there are some lethargic fan bases, especially teams that have not a lot of great history of winning. This Sacramento franchise is not one of them. They have been supportive through arena changes. Ownership got a pretty cool owner as well. So, all right.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.